This is Keng El Bey once again. I'm going to do another short video, trying to keep these videos short. And this video is going to be named There's Only Two Criminal Actions. Okay? A lot of people think that it's a lot of criminal actions, but really it's contemptuous behavior and fraud. Those only are the true crimes that when I looked at and started sizing up everything, I started analyzing the law and I started understanding that everything boils down to fraud and contempt. So let's go through this. Let's go through this. Okay, let's get this bigger. Okay. I just want to show you the different degrees of fraud. Contempt. You got contempt is the act or state of depriving, the condition of being despised. Conduct that defies the authority or dignity of a court or legislature. I want you to understand. It says a court or legislature. So when you break a statute, your Congress create laws, which then they gave the General Assembly the nature and power to also make laws, because that's where the General Assembly derive its power from Congress. So I want you to read this again. It says the act or state of despising, the condition of being despised. Conduct that defies the authority or dignity of a court or legislature. I want y'all to look at that, because such conduct interferes with administrative of justice. It is punishment by fine or imprisonment. Do you understand? It's called legislative contempt or contemptuous behavior. Contemptuous. Do you understand? Then it goes on. Contempt is a disregard or disobedience to the rules, order of legislative or judicial body. I told you, there's only really two crimes. And that's fraud and contempt. I'm just going to break this down to you. You go to jail for contempt. And those contempts those contracts have bonds, and we get into that. I did a little video on that. So I just want you to understand, there is civil contempt, the failure to obey a court order that was issued for another party benefit. I ain't gonna read it all. There's common law contempt. See criminal contempt. Consequential contempt. They also got indirect contempt. Constructive contempt. Listen to this. Hold on. Let's go back. Contempt of Congress. Deliberate interference with the duties and powers of Congress, such as a witness refusing to answer a question for the Congressional Committee. Contempt of Congress is a criminal offense. Now check this out. Contempt of sovereignty. International law, the minor diplomatic offense of interfering with domestic affairs by a foreign representative by making a public statement about an issue currently being debated in the legislature. Ooh, look at that. Look at that contempt. There's criminal contempt. It says the purpose of criminal contempt proceedings is to punish, repeat, or aggravate failure to comply with the court order. That's what everybody going to jail for. And child support. Criminal contempt is a crime in the ordinary, in violation of the law, a public wrong which is punishable by a fine or imprisonment. You got direct contempt, committed in the immediate vicinity of a court. That's normally criminal contempt with a judge. He normally can see you. Indirect contempt is committed outside of the court as a party disobeys a court order. So one is in front of a judge and one is not in front of a judge. Contempt of court. Contempt of power. The power of public institution as Congress or court to punish someone who shows contempt for the process, order, or proceedings of the institution. I'm just showing y'all there's really only two criminal elements. Two crimes. They have, murder and all that, but it's all falls under contempt. Everything falls under contempt or fraud. Contemptuous damages. I'm just showing y'all this so y'all can see for yourself. I ain't making this up. Now let's go over here to fraud. Let's Keng El Bey break this down to fraud. Let me show y'all something. This so y'all see I've been doing my research. I'm constantly boots on the ground, understanding the elements. Fraud, a knowing misrepresentation of the truth or concealment of a material fact to induce another to act to his or her detriment. So, let's talk about even with this, when people be arguing child support fraud. Child support don't be telling you everything for us to jurisdiction. So a lot of people don't know, that you're in front of a foreign tribunal. But you agreed to be under that tribunal, but they failed to give you a fact. This where a mistake, a material fact come in at where you can come under 60B. You see what I'm saying? You can argue your U.S. citizenship, in which is different from that jurisdiction that you're under, which you can argue for fraud, because if you're a U.S. citizen, you have the protections of the Constitution. So you got to understand how to argue a claim, because that's under a foreign tribunal that's different from the United States. And I can show you some guys under the Hague Convention. There's some guys who broke some stuff down. So you got to understand that. So you got protections and immunities as being a U.S. citizen in which you can utilize. But if you don't want to do that and you want to claim it being a more, you can utilize the jurisdictions under your private rights. But let's just go on. Let me break it down. There's only two more. Like I said, it's only two crimes. Actual fraud, concealment of false representation through a statement or conduct that injures another who relies on it in acting. Bank fraud, we ain't gonna go over that. Bankruptcy fraud, a fraudulent act connected to a bankruptcy case. Civil fraud, an intentional but not willful evasion of taxes. It says an intentional but not willful evasion of taxes. Y'all can go through all of that. Common law fraud, constructive fraud, promissory fraud, unintentional deception or misrepresentation that cause injury to another. So just look at all these different frauds. Let me see. Equitable fraud, fraud and equity. Legal term, fraud and contemplation of the law. Look at all this different stuff. In equity law, the term fraud has a wider sense. Includes all acts, omissions, or concealments by which one person obtained advantage against the conscience over another, or which equity or public policy forbids as being to another's prejudice. An act in violation of trust and confidence. This is often called constructive, legal, or equitable fraud, or fraud and equity. Ooh, fraud and equity. Y'all gotta understand when you suing and you trying to make these claims, you gotta know how to understand what you're doing. Criminal fraud, fraud that has been made illegal by a statute and that subjects the offender to criminal penalties such as fines and imprisonment. These people talk with double tongues. Understand that they double talking you when you in these courtrooms. They double talking you. They saying one thing and then they doing another. Election fraud, equitable fraud. Look at this, intrinsic fraud. They got something also called intrinsic fraud. Deception that is collateral to issues being considered in the case. Intentional misrepresentation or deceptive behavior outside the transaction itself. Depriving one party of informed consent or full participation. Okay, for example, a person might engage in extrinsic fraud by convincing a litigant not to hire counsel, or by dishonestly saying the matter will not be pursued. Fraud and contemplation, fraud and equity, fraud and fact. You even got fraud upon a court. It says fraud in law, fraud that is presumed under the circumstances as when a debtor transfers assets and thereby impairs creditors' efforts to collect the sum due. Woo. Fraud in execution, fraud in the factor. Y'all ain't ready for this. Ain't nobody dropping this science on y'all. Now, how many people you heard say there's only two crimes? There's contempt and fraud. You ain't heard nobody bringing this to you like this. Keng El Bey dropping the science on y'all. It says fraud in the making. Okay, fraud in procurement. That's fraud in inducement. Fraud on the community, family law. I ain't even going to fraud on the court. Fraud on the market. Fraud on the patent office. It says a defense in a patent infringement action attacking the validity of the patent on the grounds that the patentee gave the examiner false or misleading information, withheld relevant information that the examiner would have considered important in considering the patentability. Hidden fraud, concealment, insurance fraud, intrinsic. Now listen, I read to you extrinsic fraud. Now look at intrinsic fraud. Deception that pertains to an issue involved in the original action. Example includes the use of fabricated evidence, a false return of service, a perjury testimony, a false receipt, or other commercial documents. Legal fraud, long firm fraud, It says wrong firm fraud, the act of obtaining goods or money on a credit card by falsely posing as an established business and having no intent to pay for the goods or repay the loan. Mail fraud, moral fraud, positive fraud, promissory fraud, tax fraud, wire fraud, badge of fraud. Just letting y'all know, you heard it here first. Keng El Bey talking about there's only two offenses, and that's really fraud and contempt. This is Keng El Bey giving y'all this knowledge, this showing you how I've been working this science and working my magic. Y'all need to go check D. Go to M.U.S.T and let M.U.S.T show you some stuff, man. We be dropping some knowledge. So okay, let me see if I can go to M.U.S.T. Let me show y'all something. This is Keng El Bey. Let me go here. Let me show y'all something. Let me just show y'all something. Show y'all something. Check this. Check out the Facebook, right? Hit us up, okay? I want you to hit us up. Check out this number right here, 513-549-7270. Also, check out the community. This is what we got. Morris Universal Society of Tribes, man. Check us out. You know, we got a lot of information. Contact us. You know, 542-7270. This is our email address. Check us out, brothers. We also got the family court. We also got the family court, so we can show you how to protect your rights through your family, through contract, through foreign jurisdiction. We also gonna break some stuff down for you, and we're gonna keep it popping and locking. But y'all need to really go support the book. Go to Amazon.com. Get the book. Get the book. Get the book. Come on, come on, come on. Get the book, get the book, get the book. Keng El Bey. Y'all need to get the book, man. Get this information. Get this book. So, I'm going to show y'all some stuff, man, through these agreements, through understanding these contracts, because everything is contracts when you're dealing with jurisdictions. You got to understand how when you enter and attach yourself to a jurisdiction, the laws that's applicable to their jurisdiction. So you got to understand when institutions go public and institutions remain private. That means they put themselves in the public sector and under the government laws, and now these laws are latched or attached to these organizations or to their property. So you got to understand how all this stuff works. This is Keng El Bey dropping this knowledge. You got to understand how this stuff get down so you brothers and sisters can start getting your remedies together. But go get this book. I just want to tell y'all that. Peace, love, I'm out. Get the book. Go to Amazon.